Hey there everyone, Jacqueline Jax from AVA Live Radio here with some more new music. I've got some really cool stuff for you guys today. So on the show, we have been doing music reviews here on YouTube and also kind of over on our podcast at AVA Live Radio, exclusively on Spotify. But I have a really good album I just recently came across. And you know what? It also is tied into social fame, which I absolutely love and I think is so mystifying and so cool because I love to talk about success stories with you guys. People who have found success on social media, I think, is like really, really the way of 2022, 2021, anything from 2019 on, actually. And this is a great example of it. You know, I reviewed other artists in the past that have really found fame through TikTok or YouTube or Facebook, but this guy, he's got a really cool story, and I wanted to cover it today as we came into the first episode here. His name is Sueco. And a little bit backstory, he is from Los Angeles. He's a singer, songwriter, producer, multi-instrumentalist. Nobody heard of him before 2019. So this is a very quick success story, which I absolutely find crazy good because a lot of people are under the misconception that everybody takes 7 to 12 to 20 years to make it in the music business, but not today, not with social media the way it's going. And this is that kind of success story. So Sueco, he started out in, I think, hip hop, actually, because the first song I ever heard when I started this review was a song called Fast. And I'm going to play it for you in just a second, but it's definitely more hip hop than it is having to do with his first album. But in a way, it does still sound like him. His debut single, Fast, blew up in a huge way in 2019. It captured #1 on TikTok and #1 on Spotify, Viral 50 global charts, #1 on Viral 50 US charts. He reached gold status like so quick, attracted an offset of just a big audience, huge right away. Now, backstory, it wasn't just the song, just that song that actually did it. It wasn't actually. What happened was he was doing viral TikTok videos. And how do we classify viral TikTok videos? Well, I knew you were going to ask me that. I classify them by videos that are really unusual that you tend to want to watch more than once because you either didn't get it the first time, it was so like, what was that now? Or it was something that was so unusual you wanted to hear it again or you wanted to show a friend. Those are like viral TikToks, right? Those are viral pieces of content. They're like content that you're like, oh wait, I got to share this. This is so cool. If you get that little like vibe in your mind when you hear a TikTok or you watch a TikTok, that's a viral TikTok. So he was really, really good at making viral TikToks. And what he was doing is he was making weird little sounds from unusual things. like when I was watching a interview with him earlier, and he was saying, you know, I'd literally like make sounds from rubbers, and I would make sounds from girls like typing on keyboards and stuff like that was really unusual. And those were the TikTok videos that took him viral. Then when he released his first song, it was like, wow, but it's really good. It's a really good song for a song release. And this is why this artist really was able to come out of nowhere, because he took his viral fame from TikTok and of doing music production, right? Music production things. And he spun it into his first single, and that went viral, hit the charts, and now has just released a whole new album that I'm going to review for you today. And it's in a completely different genre, which we always talk about, right? He like evolved from the first single to the new album, which also happens to be a big trend in music right now, thanks to Avril Lavigne, who I absolutely loved back when she first released her first album. Skater Boy was like, you know, the thing. So now she's got this phenomenal new album out, and he's just produced an album in the same vein. Now, perhaps that has something to do with the fact that he got signed to Atlantic Records in 2019. So after the viral TikTok, and then the hit song released 2 months after he got signed to Atlantic Records. That went viral too, of course, because he released it on TikTok, and also all the influencers that Atlantic has in their pocket just amped it even more. So once he got signed to Atlantic Records, not a small record label, but a very big record label, he already took that TikTok fame and rolled it into more. And that's where the success of the first single came from. Fast was actually that breakout song, garnered the attention of literally the entire world because of the TikTok following. 84 million streams on Spotify, and the music video has 13 million views on YouTube. Pretty cool, right? This is such a good example for TikTok. And I know all of my artists are going to run over to TikTok and like, I got to think of something good. And if you need help, let me know, because I can think of a ton of really good viral videos you could do. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to Fast first, because it's not called Fast First, it's just called Fast. But that's the first one I'm going to play. And then we'll roll into a little bit of background on the new album and how that sound has changed. But I wanted you to hear where it came from first, and the first viral song that came out after his viral videos on TikTok. Here it is, Fast by Sueco.
Fast, 400 on the dash, 55 bills, but 50 for the taste on the bag. I don't really like to brag. Venom my socks when I'm stepping out of sight. I'ma hit it in the morning cause I'm whiskey dickin'. Got my brother out in cash for flipping chickens. Free bro from the can, I ain't talking whippets. Bitch, I make beats and bad decisions. You Suecos, stop the bitchin'. I ain't really fucking with you if you ain't with a vision. First time she came through, pulled down my britches. I ain't spending no bread, but I'll pay her a visit. I'm a leg going up, but you can't get in. If she wanna hit, I'm rolling up. Got that Popeye spinach. Told me that I'm a child, told her quit the kitten. I'ma pass it to my real, let him hit the kitten. She a vixen on the can, so I grab my iPhone. She done with the head, got me doing the eye roll. She bad on film, gotta check out the B-roll. Put my D in her V, gotta sing in the C note. Fast, 400 on the day.
All right, so good, right? I mean, like, literally, he's got a really good, a very strong first single. Now, granted, I don't want to say it's because he signed with Atlantic Records, but that did help, right? Because they have access to very good mixers, producers, you know, and they can kind of run it through the mill. And in 2019, this probably really fit in to where music was when he was releasing it. I believe it did. If I remember back to 2019, I'm trying to think of what the hit songs were then, but I'm pretty sure they were hip hop. So that makes a lot of sense. And now we're going into this alternative punk phase again, with a little bit of hip hop in some cases, yes, but more of like a mix of sounds. You know, like I see people doing alternative with a little bit of disco, or like pulling influences from other cultures or pulling influences from other times, and like revisiting a lot of this stuff. If we listen to his new album next, you're gonna see how that has changed for him and how he's been working with a really good team and developed some really awesome music. Now, personally, I like the hip hop, I do, but I think I don't think it's as good as the album. So as far as that goes, overall, if I were to rate the first single versus what I've heard so far from the album, and I haven't listened to it all because I wanted to listen to some of it with you guys tonight, I would say the first was good for 2019, but wasn't good for 2022. The new album is great for 2022. I feel like it's just the right amount of like anger and like messed up verses and like all kinds of turmoil and turbulence and stress and strife that we need in 2022 to come out of, you know. And it's got like that like amazing music, and I don't know, listen to it. Let's go into some of his album cuts here. The name of the album is It Was Fun While It Lasted, and I believe it is kind of a visit around addiction and probably there are some parallels we're going to hear in this album that go along with what we've just come out of or what we're about to come out of, and how that parallels with addiction. Does that make sense to you? You know, kind of like we've all been through COVID. We've been like, you know, surrendering to it. It has just blown up our lives, much like an addiction. And I think there's a parallel to that. And that's why I think these songs are going to resonate really, really well with a wide audience. Now, the fact that they are revisiting this 90s pop punk kind of sound in the 21st century lens is why it's going to hit so many genres. It's going to hit a lot of genres and a lot of people. So the demographic is going to be pretty big. And that's why we're seeing not only his viral fans queuing in, but a lot of other fans too. Then couple in the power of Avril Lavigne's release and some other ones that have released that are in this vein, and now you've got a whole trend of music coming out for 2022, which is why I'm reviewing it, because I want you guys to pay attention and see what's coming out in music and who's rising and what these little micro niches are that are coming back and why we should pay attention. So in this new album, It Was Fun While It Lasted by Sueco, he's tapping into the unpredictability of hyper pop with a little bit of 90s pop punk, a little bit of 21st century 2022 vibe there, and making songs that I think can totally go viral on TikTok and probably already have, even though this album just literally came out. His debut single, Fast, like I said, it blew up. I know this is already blowing up. I'm seeing tons and tons of people already reviewing this album, and they don't even know what they're reviewing, half of them. They have no idea why this is going like it is. They just know him from TikTok. But it is actually part of a bigger vein of artists coming out with this sound. And I would also kind of say that, like, when I listen to his music, do you guys remember like Violent Femmes and like some of those artists that we used to listen to, like, I don't know, back in the day? I feel like this is pulling that forward. So I think that people who were Violent Femme fans and of all that kind of music in that like decade, they're going to relate to this music really, really easily, even though he's a young new artist. But it doesn't really matter. Like, age doesn't matter these days at all, you know? So let's go ahead and go into the first song on the album. So It Was Fun While It Lasted. I got it up here. And by the way, I am starting to build a playlist around this one because I think Sueco is going to be huge all throughout this year, and I want to associate some of the new indie artists and their sounds with it. So if you have new music to tell me about that is just like this, definitely send it over to avaliveradio.info/airplay, because it could make this list. And we are going to be doing more reviews on songs like this for sure as new albums come out. You'll also see some Avril Lavigne on this list, as well as I just created a playlist for her songs and her new music as well, which is really cool. All right, so let's start with just the first song on the album, which is called Today, which has a lot of things to talk about for sure.
I wake up at noon and my mind's feeling foggy, so I shoot tequila like a morning cup of coffee. I do. I don't wanna be sober, what's the use? And my labels on my ass, they won't stop fucking calling. If I turn off my phone, it won't turn off my problems, I know. Put that 9 in my temple, let it blow. If I don't hit you back by tomorrow, I'll have made my great escape. Yeah, this pill is hard to swallow, but it makes me feel great. So, mama, don't you worry, I'll see you again someday. And maybe that day is today. See, I'd rather feel nothing, that's why I get drunk. At least every day's the same day. I'd rather be numb, please don't ask why.
Okay, I love these lyrics. These lyrics are so good. I'd rather feel nothing. That's why I get drunk. At least every day the same day. I'd rather be numb. Please don't ask or I'll pour 80 proof in the glass. Yeah, I know it ain't healthy. I know I need help. This is really, really good lyrics, and they are very, yeah, they do have the cool factor, don't they? I know. By the way, I just want to say hi to Peter and Eileen Cruz. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining me here on the live on YouTube.
Put 80 proof in this glass. Yeah, I know it ain't healthy. I know I need help. Can somebody please save me from myself? Please don't ask when they're sending me off to rehab. I got if I don't hit you back by tomorrow, I'll live lame, ready to escape. This pill is hard to swallow, but it makes me feel great.
Yeah, so good, right? It just kicks in and it's amazing. I love the first song. I think it opens great. It's got good energy. It really does tell the story very simply but easily, and it's relatable, you know? So he's got everything. I can totally imagine this song going viral on TikTok, and you know, I almost want to go over to TikTok and just go check it out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I really do think the lyrics in this first song are so great at setting the pace for this album, and I haven't even heard the whole album. I only actually listened to this song so far. I love how the chorus kicks in. I like where it's going. It starts out kind of like his, you know, just easy rap kind of thing, and then he goes into more a little touch of the pop punk stuff. Not enough. I think he could really step that up a bit, and I'll bet you he does get a little more hardcore as he goes into some of the other songs. But if you listen to the lyrics, I've made, if I don't hit you back by tomorrow, I've had made my great escape. The pill is so hard to swallow, but it makes me feel great. So mama, don't you worry. I'll see you again someday, and maybe that day is today. Let's hope his mama isn't passed. Oh God. So don't you just want to kind of know right now, after I read that lyric, don't you just kind of want to know if his mom's alive? Because, oh, this is really an addiction song. It's a good one, though. Let's go to Paralyzed. I'm getting excited. I'm almost like I want to listen to Paralyzed, but I want to dig deeper into today, but I have to move forward because we're doing a show, so I can't just stop here. Let's go to Paralyzed.
She got a big ego, you could see it on a telescope. I'm the same way, it's why we always argue back and forth. I swear she my poison, at the same time my antidote. She the noose around my neck, I couldn't ask for a better rope. Hey. You're like a time bomb, take it away. 30 seconds till you blow up, right in my face. I can't find one good reason to stay. So why do I hate when you're walking away? You got me keep her in my pocket like some loose change. Drunk swerving on the 101 back to your place. One wrong turn, fantasize about the great escape. Hands off the wheel, close my eyes, let me meditate. You're like a time bomb, take it away.
Okay, so the lyrics on Paralyzed are certainly more powerful even than Today, but Today was a really good opener for the album. Paralyzed makes total sense. I'm really excited though right now that I have a whole album to review rather than just a single, and this is a classic example to me of why albums are really going to make a comeback, because he needs more than one song. He does, because you just don't get it in just one song, and he's got a bigger story to tell. And this is an album that I bet you all the songs are going to be good, right? Right now you're saying he's really amazing. Now I hear all why he has so many streams. Yeah, I mean, he's powerful. It's great music. It's really well produced. I mean, it's Atlantic Records, yeah, but like, he's a talent. He's got a lot of talent. It's a really, really good album. Let's go on.
30 seconds till you blow up right in my face. I can't find one good reason to stay. So why do I wait and walk it away? You got me paralyzed. Go away, baby, take my life. 'Cause I don't wanna live if I'm living without you. Suicide love, take me out if you have to. You got me paralyzed. You left your cocaine on my nightstand. Your favorite necklace is my right hand. Yeah, you were never a part of the plan, and it was all before it began. You got me paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. Go away, baby, take my life. 'Cause I don't wanna live if I'm living without you. Suicide love, take me out if you have to. You got me
Ooh, listen to the end. He like added some of the hip hop back in there. That is so good. Wow, that's really good. Remix, Hello DJ Remix is going to go crazy over this. They really are. Talk about like remixing Nirvana like crazy. He just kind of like gave you a window. He gave all the DJs a window like, hey, listen to the possibilities here. That was so good. Oh, it's really good. I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be on my running list for sure, because I have a running list of songs, and Paralyzed definitely is making that list. So I have to add it. I have to add it now for sure. I want to hear what you guys think about this album so far, because right now I am loving it. You like it? Great drums, right? Yeah, really strong songs. Cool. It does have the cool factor, right? And look at him. He totally has the rock star factor for sure. All right, let's go on to the next one. It's Going Good. Yeah, because this album is going good right now for sure.
top down, speeding on the 405. One hand on the wheel, one on your thigh. Ride till we die, Bonnie and Clyde. If they put us in cuffs, what's the alibi? Watching planes take off just to pass the time. Closest thing to shooting stars in the LA sky. But I ain't feeling like I should. I'm terrified, it's going good. The truth is hard to digest. Pull up, we can make a workout biceps. Need a spot to get this weight off my chest. Cuff on the bed frame, other on my right wrist. I wish I could act like I don't care at all. Top down speed on the 405. One hand on the wheel, one on your thigh. Ride till we die, body and Clyde. If they put us in cuffs, what's the alibi? Watch the planes take off just to pass the time. Closest thing to shooting stars in the LA sky. But I ain't feeling like I should. I'm terrified, it's going good.
Oh yeah, so good, right? So good. Okay, so this definitely is the energy I was looking for as the album started, that it didn't really give me, but now it's starting to kick in. So he even did the build, which I'm really happy about, because if it's going to be like a punk rock album or an alternative, we need those guitars, we need those licks, we need those like that really, really amazing energy, and he just delivered. And this is only like song 3. I love the lyrics too. He does kind of make reference to LA, which is is a great thing because that's where he's from. You know what I mean? So he's keeping it real. He also is talking about so many things in this song. Like if you read some of the lyrics, he's talking about, being with someone like Bonnie and Clyde, but taking off with them, what they would do together, what they do together. Like it tells a story, but it's one of those songs that I feel like you would listen to while you were driving, and you would listen to when you were thinking of someone that you really care about, you're spending time having fun with somebody that you're with. So he's not all dark, like all the songs aren't just about addiction, although somehow I kind of feel like this is going to come back around full circle, and I hope it doesn't end negative. I want the relationship to work out. Does that make sense? Good for speed biking. Yeah, it totally does, right? So this is on my running list, by the way. I have to have this one on my running list. This is so good. You're going to go and listen to my my playlist right after this, right? Just to get all the songs and see who I associate this music with, because I've got a bunch of artists that are coming up that you're gonna love to hear in this vein for sure. So let's go on to the next one. It's called Hate You Too by Sueco.
What the hell do you want me to say? I heard about what you did, don't lie to my face. You got too fucked up and you gave it away. Can't trust nobody, all I get is betrayed. Makes me sick when I think of the thought of you. All the things I heard about you, I guess they all were true. Yeah, I knew it'd be this way. Overcomplicated, under-medicated. Such a waste of fucking time. Slash your ties. Wanna make you feel the pain that you put me through. If it's the last thing I do, I wanna make you hate you too.
Hate You Too. All right, so wasn't I just saying on the last song he was in love and everything was great, and the next song has to be that he hates this person, because that's what we do. that's like real life. 1 minute, the more you love somebody, the more you can hate them and they can drive you crazy. I love that. Overcomplicated, under-medicated. Such a waste of fucking time. I want to start a fire. I want to slash your tires. Want to make you feel the pain that you put me through. If it's the last thing I do, I want to make you hate me too. That is like, I want to make you hate you too. Oh my gosh. This is so good. Yeah, it's so cool, right? Didn't I find a good album for you guys? I'm telling you, I found a really good one, you have to admit.
The door in your face when I walked out. I guess everything's my fault now. Running from the pain, I get numb when I black out. Liquor pouring from the bottle like the rain when it falls down. It sucks feeling the way I do, but it's so much better than being with you. It sucks feeling the way I do, but it's so much better than being with you. Overcomplicated, under-medicated. Such a waste of fucking time. Slash your ties. Wanna make you feel the pain that you put me through. If it's the last thing I do, I wanna make you hate you too.
Oh, I love it. It's just great. It really is. It's such a good album. I especially liked, you know what I liked? I liked the turn of the music. Like it went from more of the, like the harder edge to a softer play. Like the music is starting to take a little softer turn and tell a different story by the end of the song there. And I do like that. I think that's a really cool mix. It's like it's a song that you feel like is going to be a banging song, and then all of a sudden it kind of like takes this other place. I'm wondering if when you listen to it, if the lyrics probably are still, I wonder if they're going to go any softer. No, he just keeps repeating the same chorus. So I guess that's just it. Let's go to the next song. Loser. All right, so far it went from Today to Paralyzed to It's Going Good, then Hate You Too. I'm thinking relationship here. Like, this is a relationship album. So, like, look out Avril Lavigne, look out Alanis Morissette, because you got Contender, and his name is Sueco. It's like, this is kind of cool. This is an album a girl could actually relate to. I have to say, it's not just a guy's album. I don't know. Tell me, guys. I want to hear it. I think you can relate to it too. But let's go to the next one. Loser. Aren't you just so curious about what it's going to sound like? I am.
If I had a death note, I would write my name on every page. Hear them talking shit over my headphones. Every single word that they say. Even if I could, I wouldn't let go. Maybe I'm addicted to the pain. Why is every day so uneventful? I just get more of the same, more of the same. I'm such a loser, swear to God I'm the worst. I always fuck everything up, it's a curse. And I can't even catch a break when everybody's in my way. I'm such a loser, swear to God I'm the worst. Fuck you, maybe I don't wanna be saved. Damage in my brain that I can't undo. I'm more than just a little insane. Please don't ever ask me what I'm up to. You don't wanna hear what I'ma say. Strip the whites and hanging out the sunroof. I might end up MIA, MIA. I'm such a loser, swear to God I'm the worst. I always fuck it.
Wow, that one really strikes home. I mean, Loser, it really does. As far as someone who's addicted to anything, there's like a self-loathing that happens with people who get addicted to drugs and alcohol and maybe lose a relationship as a result of it. They tend to go into this exact moment. So this is a very, very important song as far as being relatable to not only people that blame themselves for a relationship failing, but also if the relationship fails as a result of anything that they've done, like if they have gone off the deep end and, you know, gotten involved in drugs and alcohol and maybe went off on a binge and just life crashed. This is the crashing song, you know, because it's the self-loathing and that kind of energy that comes with that moment in time that really, like, a lot of people, when they go through like Alcoholics Anonymous or like the programs, they go through a long time in this moment, a long time. And it's a really, really hard thing that, I mean, I would have to say the guys had to experience it in order to write a song like this, because there's no way you would just feel like this on your own. So if he wrote this song, then he's definitely gone through it, and it's very, very powerful. I like this song a lot for so many reasons, and that's one of the big reasons why.
God, I'm the worst. I always fuck everything up, it's a curse. And I can't even catch a break when everybody's in my way. I'm such a loser, swear to God I'm the worst.
Great guitars too on top of it. Wow. All right, I found like my favorite album of the month, definitely so far. And what am I? I'm not even like through the month yet. This is my favorite album so far. I'm really happy with this one. I thought it was going to be the new songs that came out by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but it actually wasn't. I was kind of disappointed in those ones, but this is like making me happy. I'm like, I'm going to take this whole thing out with me tomorrow, and I'm going to run like 3 kilometers for sure, maybe more. All right, Drunk Dial by Sueco. So now we just went through the self-loathing period after the breakup, and now we're going to Drunk Dial. Yeah, the moment, right? It's the moment. Now, God, this is a really good story. It is. I mean, yeah, who doesn't have the Drunk Dial moment after the loser moment, after the hate you too moment, after the it's going really, really good moment? Who doesn't have that moment? I'm not talking about myself, of course. Drunk Dial by Sueco.
Hello. Drunk Dial, that's my style. I'm calling you from the bathroom stall. I know we said our goodbye, so I deleted your number, but I got it memorized. They go to Hennessy talking again. I know you hate me and so do your friends. Wrote you a song that blew up on the internet. I know you heard it, but you're not a fan. Sending green text when it used to be blue. Got a new bitch, but it used to be you. Send me the Addy and I'll pop a Addy and hop in the coupe. Kiss your body, remind me not to call you when I'm fucked up and thinking about us. You know that I'd be lying if I said I stopped blowing your phone up. I can't let you go, no. Drug Dial, that's my style. I'm calling you from the bathroom stall. I know we said our goodbye, so I deleted your number, but I got it memorized. Drug Dial, that's my style. I was thinking we could reconcile. I know we said our goodbye, so I deleted your number, but I got it memorized.
Oh my God, that's great. I love it. So this is definitely the more poppy song, and this is where maybe the pop punk 90s influence and the references come in, because it's definitely more pop punk. It's more poppy. I feel like it's like a boy band, kind of a boy band kind of song, but in his own way, and he's got enough edge on it. I feel like it could have had a little more of the guitar edge. I feel like it's a little light, but then again, who knows? It's Atlantic Records. Maybe they got involved and kind of like toned it out. I feel like it could have gone a little harder because, I'm just thinking like Blondie guitars or Blondie drums, like something a little more rapid and something a little more, just a little more punch. But at the same time, I really, really like the album so much that he can really do no wrong at this point, because I'm really happy with the lyrics and I'm happy with the stories telling. And I totally can see this happening in a relationship by far. There's no doubt. It's great. Just great music. Good time for sure.
Cut to the chase with a knife to my throat. Shorty a killer, some murder she wrote. She bought a ticket to my meet and greet, making a scene about one of my shows. I'm getting high just to balance the lows. Sending my X's and O's. Listen to the shit that we been through, it look like a suicide note. Kiss your body, remind me not to call you when I'm fucked up and thinking about us. You know that I'd be lying if I said I stopped blowing your phone up. I can't let you go. Dial, that's my style. I'm calling you from the bathroom stall. I know we said our goodbye, so I deleted your number, but I got it memorized. Drug Dial, that's my style.
Okay, so it's got the pop repetition. I think it probably, I don't know. I feel like this one, it's still only 2.5 minutes, so it's not overly long. I just feel like it doesn't have enough lyrics in it. I feel like he doesn't have to just repeat the Drunk Dial. He could have done more, like more with the verses. But at the same time, I still really like it, and I'm dying to hear the next song. I just can't wait. I mean, it's like, so today, Paralyzed, It's Going Good, Hate You Too, Loser, Drunk Dial. Toxic Therapy is coming up next, and I'm dying to know what this one's about. Here we go.
I shall sing on my heart, toxic therapy. When I fall hard, I've been way too deep. Either love me or you hate me, it's the same thing. Always there for me, toxic therapy. We said last not a change like the leaves in the fall. I was up to drugs, it was not my fault. Cocaine in the bathroom stall. She told me that I love her, but I don't recall. And he got me right, so I can't go wrong. You made me feel weak, so I made the drink strong. 31 flavors, I got all type of options, but it don't hit the same if it ain't toxic. Put me out of my misery. I shall sing on my heart. Toxic therapy. When I fall, I fall hard. I've been way too deep. Either love me or you hate me. It's the surgery. Always there for me. Toxic therapy. Toxic therapy. Thighs on my neck like a vice grip choco. She wanted to last longer, told her take a photo. You can't see it from my POV, need a GoPro. Who finna say the 3 words first? Nose goes. I don't wanna save it, but I hate.
Okay, so Toxic Therapy, it's good. I feel like the touch of the trying to do metal, it doesn't work in this song for me. I'm not feeling it. I know. It's the only song I'm just not like connecting with. Maybe I'll connect with it later. I don't know. But he did bring in some of his hip hop kind of style, you know, and I like that part. I don't think he needed to do like, you know, the screaming vocal. I just feel like you like the screaming vocal. He likes it. All right. Well, you guys like, see, it's just, I feel like it doesn't fit, but it's cool that he can do it though. Because that's not an easy thing to do. So technically he's showing off his skills, right? For sure. I just feel like it doesn't fit the song, but maybe it's because of the hip hop beat. But then again, this could be another trend that they're trying to like pay, you know, give us attention to. And this could like develop into something a little bit better. I don't know. Let's see what the next song is. SOS featuring Travis Barker. Okay, let's listen.
Lipstick stains. She said it was the last time, but I'm a new favorite pastime. It won't change. It was a bad idea. Get me the fuck out of here. I do my best and I get nothing. I'm selfish. I only need your love when I need something. I'm helpless. Using your words as a weapon. No, I want what I need. And I don't wanna say I miss you, but it don't feel the same without you. I can't feel my face around you. In the end, it's the same old story. Nothing will change about you. It don't feel the same without you. I can't feel my face around you. In the end, it's the same old story. Pick your brain, 20 minutes on a FaceTime. I pull up and it's game time. It won't change. It was a bad idea. Get me the fuck out of here. I do my best and I get nothing. I'm selfish. I only need your love when I need something. I'm helpless. Using your words as a weapon. No, I want what I need. And I don't wanna say I miss you, but it don't feel the same without you. I can't feel my face around you. In the end, it's the same old story. Nothing will change about you. It don't feel the same without you. I can't feel my face around you. In the end, it's the same old story. And I don't wanna say I miss you, but it don't feel the same without you. I can't feel my face around you. In the end, it's the same old story. Nothing I would change about you. It don't feel the same without you.
Okay, so SOS featuring Travis Barker. Well, Travis Barker, if you don't know, is the musician who is a drummer for Blink 182. I was kind of hoping for more drums on this song because Travis Barker was there. I thought maybe there would be like a little bit more, but they kind of like toned him down and pulled him back a little bit. You know, him being on this track, I kind of expected just a bit more, but that's okay. The vocal is very poppy. It's got the like coder on there, you know, it's got like that the voice, I don't know. I think it's too poppy. I really do. I don't like the turn. I liked where we were going before. I was really excited about the anger and the more punk side to it. I really don't want this album to turn pop on me. I just don't. I just want more like a little bit harder alternative, not like alternative pop. So I'm really hoping that he doesn't like lighten up, you know? I'm hoping that it just keeps like coming harder. And I was really hoping for Travis Barker to bring that kind of like Blink 182 kind of like really massive energy. So let's go on to the next one because I just don't know what to think right now. I'm going to go back and listen to the other songs. Motel 666. Oh God.
Veins ran dry, no blood to bleed. Gave you everything and you fucking leave. I don't want your goddamn apology. Blew the whole bed, put the blame on me. Put the blame on me. Blew the whole advance, now I'm back to broke. Motel 6 feet below. Spinning on a chain and designer clothes. Nothing in the bank, but I still got hoes. I spend it on my old friends, never mix business with emotions. Bad step by the ones I kept closest. Hit the potion, three-wheel motion. Yeah, my luck ran short, Gary Coleman.
Hey, 12 band running back there. Yeah.
Veins ran dry, no blood to bleed. Gave you everything, then you fucking leave. I don't want your goddamn apology. Do the whole bad, put the blame on me. Everybody kept calling, had to change my line. Don't ask how I'm doing, cause I'm doing just fine. Feel it in my chest, feel it in my spine. Going through withdrawals, I got money on my mind.
Hey, 12 band running back there.
Veins ran dry, no blood to bleed. Gave you everything, then you fucking leave. I don't want your goddamn apology. Do the whole bad, put the blame on me. Veins ran dry, no blood to bleed. Gave you everything, then you fucking leave. I don't want your goddamn apology. Do the whole bad, put the blame on me.
Okay, so he's coming back. He's making a hard comeback. I do like this song. I like the fact that he has done Motel 666 with his roots back at the hip hop again, which is where he started. I think that there's a real good tie-in to taking that original audience into this album and having something there for everyone to enjoy, especially if maybe some of those hip hop fans don't really like alternative rock. They don't like the pop or the punk edge, but I feel like this song really does kind of like work both together, and it's done a good job because it's got good lyrics. It definitely fits. It works old with the new. It kind of shows the transition. It revisits the past just a little bit. And it says that he hasn't gotten so far away from his roots that he's trying to be something else. He's still being really authentic. So I like this song for this album. I think it really does fit in really well. And the lyrics are good. I like the energy of the music, and I think the production's done really, really well. And I like the fact that they melted in these different sounds together. And this is what we're seeing in the trends of music right now for 2022. This is where you're seeing those different things coming together to make something brand new that we've never heard before. And this was definitely a gamble. You know, the album is not all one way or not all another. It kind of could have gone either way. And I bet you when they were sitting at a table discussing the direction and trying to figure out how they were going to take this album and what they were going to do with this music, I wonder if Sueco was all in with the direction of the album or if he was slightly influenced, and I wonder if he was saying maybe at one point, like, shall we do this or shall we not? Shall we mix in the old with the new? Shall we like go this way? Or maybe, was it his idea to do the pop punk revisit? Or is that just something that Atlantic said, hey, we want you to work with this producer because this is coming and we think it's a great sound for you? That's a question I would love to get answered. In any case, let's go on to the next one, Sober Hungover featuring Arizona Zervas.
I don't wanna be sober, but I'm sick of being hungover. Last night I got way too drunk, living too fast, getting too fucked up. Whoa! Late night text, yeah, she blowing up my phone. I got too drunk, so she had to take me home. Yeah, she always telling me that I should take it slow, but making bad decisions is the only thing I know. Can't sleep, yeah, my face is always numb. Bittersweet taste on my tongue, and I'm still wasted and young. I don't wanna be sober, but I'm sick of being hungover. Last night I got way too drunk, living too fast, getting too fucked up. Whoa, sober, but I'm sick of being hungover. Last night I got way too drunk, living too fast, getting too fucked up. Whoa. One girl and she mine for the weekend. In the hillies getting faded in the deep end. She said, do you love me? I said, baby girl, that depends. She know that I'm freezing, cup got me leaning. I try to let it all go, but we both know I'm faded in the cut, getting too fucked up. That's just how it is when you living like us. Can't sleep, yeah, my face is always numb. Bittersweet taste on my tongue, and I'm still wasted and young. I don't wanna be sober, but I'm sick of being hungover. Last night I got way too drunk, living too fast, getting too fucked up. Whoa, sober, but I'm sick of being hungover. Last night I got way too drunk, living too fast, getting too fucked up. Whoa. She said all I ever do is gaslight, and when I'm off the liquor I don't act right. She said last night would be the last time. Remember when you said that shit the last time? She said all I ever do is gaslight, and when I'm off the liquor I don't act right. She said last night would be the last time. Remember when you said that shit the last time? I wanna be sober, but I'm sick of being hungover. Last night I got way too drunk, living too fast, getting too fucked up. Sober, but I'm sick of.
Okay, so definitely one of my favorite songs on this album, Sober Hungover featuring Arizona Zervas. He is the rapper, singer, songwriter known for a song called Roxanne that was on the Hot 100 in 2019, which was the same time that Sueco really hit on that first single. So it's amazing that they put these two together on this song and did the rap-esque version, but these are the drums and the guitars and the stuff I was looking for in the other songs. And I was kind of hoping that this would take a turn and like take me back to this a little more edge, right? Because I really, really want that. I really want more songs to drift away from pop and go a little bit, like not so mainstream, just give me a little more alternative, please. I really like this song. So thank you so much for delivering it. And I like his vocal in it too. If you notice in some of these songs, his vocals sound really amazing. He really has talent there, because even though I wasn't a big fan of the scream, he could do it and it was really good. It was effective, and he also carries the hip-hop genre really well. He's got that warmth, that bass tone. He really does. He's got a big package here in a very, I would say it's a surprise package, because it's not really what I expected, but at the same time it's everything and so much more. And I am definitely adding a lot of these songs to my exercise playlist so I can go work out with them and really dig a little deeper and see if they make it through like my day, and see if I start clipping them out or if I keep them all in. And that really kind of tells me what I need to know moving forward about the artist. But either way, this is going to be a great album and everybody's going to like every single thing on it. I wonder how long it's going to be before he releases another one, because if it was 2019 to 2022. That's not too long, but still, are we going to have to wait 2 more years to get another story from this guy? Or has he got something else in the spin coming right after this? I don't know. Let's go on to Primadona. Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. We got to listen to this.
She say I'm a favorite. She say I'm a favorite. It's probably cause I'm famous. I can't let her get too close to me. And she got so much drama. All she wants is karma. Such a prima donna.
So Sueco revisits those hip-hop roots again with Primadona. Like the song, not my favorite one. It's kind of like a Phil song for me, but it is still telling the story, and it's still, kind of reintroducing some of the old into it. Let's go on to the next one. It Was Fun While It Lasted. Last song on the album. By the way, this is the album It Was Fun While It Lasted, and this is by Sueco. Just came out. The last release was 2019 with Fast, which was a debut song for him. He is a TikTok viral artist, and we are certainly gonna hopefully hear a lot more from him. I hope we see many more albums to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Gonna listen to this last song, and I'll be right back to finish it up.
Guys, my dream in life is to get gangbanged by 4 guys at the same time. Like, I'm not afraid to die.
Yeah.
I just want to get gangbanged.
Laid out with Ashley. Now Jackie's mad at me. Can't find my car keys. There's blood stains on my khakis. The neighbors hate me. Fuck you, Jerry. Can't stand front line. Real life beats on. Every night getting blasted. Wake it up in my casket. And now that we're past it, it was fun while it lasted. How it ended was tragic. I was over dramatic. And now that we're past it, it was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. Blacked out again. Can't find my friends. Who's that in my bed? Oh shit. Hey Fred. Every night getting blasted. Wake it up in my casket. And now that we're past it, it was fun while it lasted. How it ended was tragic. I was over dramatic. And now that we're past it, it was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. Fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. Every night getting blasted, waking up in my casket. And now that we're past it, it was fun while it lasted.
Altogether, a really great new album coming out of Sueco. I really enjoyed listening to this album and reviewing it with you guys. I couldn't be happier to find an album that I really like these days, because it's really, I listen to a lot of music, and to be honest with you, I don't always find a full album with the majority of the songs that I like. Usually, like what's going on with me with the Avril Lavigne album right now, it's hardcore for me to find something other than Bite Me that I really like on that album. But I am re-listening and revisiting, because it's like one of those, I like her and I really like her music, and I really want to like more of the songs on the album. So before I do my overall review of Avril, I'm going to listen to it a little bit more, because right now Bite Me is my favorite there, but you guys can go and let me know what you think too. It Was Fun While It Lasted by Sueco. Definitely a great album drop for his first debut album, second debut of his coming out altogether, because he had the debut song Fast, but this is the first real album. I think it's a strong contender for him. I think it really is worth all of the streams, and I think that it's a valuable album for this artist moving forward. I think it's definitely put him on the map. There's no doubt. Although he did that himself through TikTok, he really did have that stake and that basic, which is what brought in Atlantic Records and got the attention of so many. So there's no doubt this artist has worked really hard to get to where he is. He deserves the 5 million something followers that he's already got listening to his music. Literally, some of these songs, like Fast, has 153 million streams so far. Some of the new songs, like Loser on the album, has 11.5 million streams. Paralyzed is 65.7 million streams. Those are two of my favorites. And Sober Hungover, which is my favorite song almost on the album, is 14.8 million streams. I mean, you know, look, it's a great album. I think it is. I really do. There's some little moments of too poppy for me for this album, but at the same time, I think it's a great mix of hip hop, pop, and alternative with a little bit of that 90s punk flavor to it. And I think that he's just done a great job. You know, I'm really going to be looking for a lot of hit songs coming out of this album though, and I think he's going to have them. As far as like topping it and coming out next, wow, he's got a road to pave, because this is kind of like that Alanis Morissette album that came out, and then you were like, what's she gonna do next? You know, how is she gonna like influence us and talk to us next? Because these were good songs. And another person that I would think of too that had like just amazing energy in her songs and just everybody expected so much is Lorde. You know, come out with something different, came out with something really powerful, and then everybody was like, yeah, we need more power. We just want more. I wish on some of these tracks though, like I said, Sober Hungover really drove it home for me, but like I was hoping to get a little more of that earlier on. And in the middle of the album, I kind of felt like it was pulling back too much and going a little too pop, but that's just my opinion. I'm sure that I will like every single song on this album, as I'm sure you guys do too. And I'd love to hear your comments and let me know what you think of it. So leave me comments if you want to go over on YouTube and check out the album review there, where I was doing it like on video in person. Then certainly come over here, leave your comments below. I'm also recording this for our podcast at AVA Live Radio exclusively on Spotify. Hope you guys, if you are listening to me over there, are enjoying that as well. As far as some of the album reviews, I've been looking and it looks like everybody's really liking the album too. They're kind of holding back a lot of personal review here on some of these album reviews, but some of the stuff that was said is alternative press connected to Sueco. They were talking about like how the album itself captures moments of extreme darkness, which it does. It starts out very dark, pain, addiction, and suffering. It does, but it doesn't really like go down the road too much. It like taps on it, and those are really strong emotions, and it tells that story very well of what people go through when they have the addictions. And it does it like in some of the songs, but not all of the songs. But again, it does really accurately describe relationships that happen during the time that somebody is suffering from addiction. It makes me feel like this guy has really been in it and really experienced it himself. So I don't know. I would have to like listen to him on interview and see. It narrates a journey difficult and ongoing towards a new phase of life, rooted in the desire to progress. That's a good way to describe it. Well done. In any case, Sueco is now on my favorites list, and I'm really glad I got to review the album. Thanks for releasing the whole album. I am excited to see this coming back around, and I definitely needed more than one song to get an idea of this artist and tell the story. So that's the value of that. This is Jacqueline Jax for AVA Live Radio. Hope you guys liked my album review. If you did, please like me, follow wherever you're listening to me right now, and come back again later for more. See you guys around, and happy listening. Don't forget, tag me up if you got a new song for me to hear. I definitely want to hear it.